to another episode of Tuesday Trivia. This is Kumar Singh from Design Analytics LLC. Well, the question, the trivia question, again, to re-emphasize, as mentioned in the very first episode, the context of trivia from the perspective of this video series is different. So the trivia question for today is, what exactly is artificial general intelligence, or AGI as it's popularly known in the world of AI hype? Right? So what exactly it is and how critical it is in terms of, if we consider that as a milestone, how critical it is to reach that milestone. Right? Well, the honest answer is, nobody exactly knows what the hard guidelines are for AGI. So you will hear many keywords: singularity, sentient AI, things like that, right? Super intelligence. So how is AGI different from all these, right? So AGI basically, as the name suggests, artificial general intelligence, is building an AI that is able to do most tasks, right, much like a human, without getting noticed as an AI, right? And that's my perspective on it, right? Actually, Turing had like a set of rules, right, which is called Turing test, to basically test whether it's whether the tool that you are interacting with is an AI or not, right? You can actually kind of translate that in today's perspective as well, right? So many things that you try to generate using today's AI tools, you will typically be able to differentiate or tell that it's an AI. For example, if you try to generate a figure or diagram with text on it, probabilities in every other image, there will be a typo in the text when the AI creates that image, right? So if you would have given it to a designer, the designer would know the importance of text and the image both, right? So they would make sure that the text on the image is correct. That's not the case with AI, right? So you can tell that it's an AI based on the mistakes, right? Many of the videos, especially if you want to create fast motion videos, you can tell that it's AI, right? Because sometimes there will be 3 hands, 3 legs, and stuff like that. Multiple, like more than 5 fingers in a hand. So artificial general intelligence is basically the same kind of capabilities that we see in some of the leading general purpose technologies or GPTs, but at a level of proficiency where it will become difficult for us to say whether, if we do not know, it should become difficult for us to tell whether there is a the tool that we are interacting with is a program, is an AI, or an actual program. That is all, right? Many people actually confuse AGI with many other things, like the AI becoming conscious or sentient, right? See, here is the deal, and I'm happy to take a challenge on that. Any AI program, in any approach, forget about the current approach of weighted neural networks that we use, right? The deep learning approach that we use, the transformer approach. We have enhanced it with many other aspects, right? Attention, self-attention mechanism, and things like that. But at the end of it, if you think a network, right? A complex network, which is primarily defined by calculations, right? We hear about weights all the time, right? Model weight. These are numerical values assigned, right, to each node in the network. So any model that actually can be is essentially a mathematical program, leverages calculations, that too simple calculations in most cases, right? When it comes to using the weights, right? And then it has activation functions and things like that. But at the end of it, it's all behind all the mumbo jumbo is a mathematical program. It's almost impossible for a mathematical program to become conscious. Consciousness in humans is something that even we have not deciphered exactly, right? I was reading A very interesting take on how quantum entanglement may help us define consciousness. And that also made me think about an approach where we can actually maybe make get an AI very close to consciousness, but still we can never make AI conscious. So, what does that mean? That means that AGI has nothing to do with consciousness. The discussion of AGI that we just had was what AGI is. So now, because we are focused on this consciousness thing, the answer to this specific question, whether we really need consciousness in AI, is we do not. Whether we will achieve consciousness in AI, we will not. Going back to the second part of the question on AGI, is achieving AGI critical? Well, I wouldn't say it's critical, right? As in, depending on what exactly do we want to achieve. Do we really want to generate entire 3-hour movie using AI without any flaw that can be noticed as a content generated by AI, right? Or how advanced do we want a chatbot to be? So, I would say getting to AGI level is something that's going to make a lot of difference in some areas, but that's not something that's stopping us right now to leverage value from the capabilities that general purpose technologies have already achieved for us. AGI, we discussed consciousness, right? The closing topic is super intelligence. Many people kind of think them as the AGI and super intelligence as the same thing. It's not. Super intelligence is a much more advanced form of technology, in my opinion, which cannot be achieved with the current general purpose technology or architecture, right? The transformer architecture that we use. Even that form of technology will not have any consciousness, will not feel anything, cannot feel anything. So it can be made to mimic feelings, right? So you can create an illusion of feeling sad, happy, anger and things like that, but in reality it cannot feel. And that is what ensures that if you create your model and the guardrails around it effectively, the whole fear of AI taking over and killing everyone because it felt something is a myth. Well, that is all. Thanks for watching. I will see you again on Thursday.